this Denison Beach access. And before I even discuss this too much, Bill talks to me this morning. He says, you know, we got power lines run right through that access. There's no way we should ever allow to put a sidewalk there. And I guess I would tend to agree with that. You know, Mr. Pauly would love to remove those trees, and his give and take was that he would is that he would put a sidewalk through there as an access point. The pictures are on page 32.
Where's the sidewalk? I drove by here and I couldn't figure this out.
No, there is no sidewalk.
Where would it go from to?
Just parallel to that white trailer.
Yeah.
You know, and
we were sitting on that Denison Beach Drive thing right there, right? When this picture's taken? Where we're standing? And when we take this picture? See, I'm so caught taking a turn around. I have no idea where I'm at.
Yes. Yeah. For the two of them that are here, I'm on Denison Beach Drive.
Okay.
Facing north.
Okay. Facing north.
Okay. For the sideways one, I'm back in the alley facing south.
Okay.
And does that have to go through Board of Adjustment or P&Z or somebody?
It's the use of public lands.
So what does this sidewalk go to? I mean, it's going to go from the alley to Denison.
When you look at page 31, and
that's what that picture's about.
The blue square there is Mr. Pauly's lot. Okay, and you see a little walkway to the east side of that. So these walkways are platted out there to allow people back, these homes in the back. It's a public walkway that allows people to have access to the lake. At one time there was one going down to the lake, and sometime over the years had been abandoned and split to the property owners. But this one is still here next to the blue square. So Tom Pauly would propose that he's going to build a garage there with some living quarters. Really similar to the one that had been built a couple lots down, where you got a garage on the bottom, living quarters on top. He would build that. Would love to be able to remove those trees that are really in that 7-foot walkway. And again, his give and take is if he can remove the trees, he'd put in the sidewalk. It allows access through a paved sidewalk from everybody back here around Merle Pudence's to the front. Again, I guess I would recommend that we would not allow him to pave a sidewalk there. If you have any concerns about him removing the trees or whatever.
Why move against the sidewalk, I guess?
Because we got electric lines on it. But the trees, we don't care about.
I think we should not be cutting down trees.
I guess my recommendation would be, if you want to proceed with that, before we would say that he can just cut them down, let the neighbors know and let them know what's going on. When we proposed to do something with this walkway before, Merle really came unglued about that situation.
Why? I don't remember.
And I couldn't even hardly tell you the specifics of it either, but he was really angry about impeding what is a public access.
And why does he want
I think we were talking about splitting it and selling it.
Oh.
Okay, and why does he want to cut down the trees?
So
he doesn't like them there, and then it would facilitate the construction of this.
But it won't stop him from putting up his project if we don't let him cut down a tree.
No.
So will people still walk through there since it's a public access, whether there's a sidewalk or not?
Yes. Yeah. And there are a few homes back there, and the homeowners back there know enough that this is a public access, they can get there. I don't know that it's a real big deal. Everybody out there in that area kind of generally gets along, with the exception of the food and sprinkler thing. But I don't know that people would be adamant about that they use public access only. But it's there for a purpose.
Those trees need to be trimmed or something to facilitate building.
You look at them; they're trimmed up pretty high already.
Really
So
everything got trimmed this year.
Well, if the sidewalk can't go in, then the tree might be stuck.
Yeah, I don't see any purpose for removing the trees if they're not going to be allowed to sidewalk on them.
You know, talking about trees is along Crescent Park Drive, everybody, part of that agreement is you get to use that land as public land, but you have to take care of the trees, which is going to be a big issue because of the ice storm.
Well, somewhat. And the city is taking care of the trimming and the cleaning up of the trees on lakeside of the sidewalk. Okay. And the kind of the defining line on that is, if a homeowner wants to trim a tree for aesthetic reasons, you know, it's their responsibility, they'd have to do it. If it's a safety reason, or you know, or the tree would need to be removed at some point, then it's a city responsibility. Okay.